I travel for a living, so I fly for my job about 6 times a month minimum, 6 to 8 times every single month, all year long. So I go through luggage like crazy. And when I fill up my luggage, it's going to weigh exactly 50 pounds, maybe 49 and a half if I'm lucky. But because of the kind of work I do, my bag is completely stuffed full. So I find myself going through luggage like crazy. I'm constantly getting the next best thing. And this is the next best thing. This is the Traveler's Choice Pagosa series, and you can get this in a whole bunch of different colors. It claims to be indestructible plastic. It's water resistant. It is bacterial resistant. It's got built-in locks. You can see right there, this is brand new. As you can see, the wheels are very, very smooth, and this thing only weighs 11 pounds or 11.1 pounds. So super lightweight, but it is also the maximum size for most airlines. So I can bring as much stuff as possible without having too much weight. Why did I pick this exact luggage? I'll explain why. So I was using AI. I went on to ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT that I travel, how often I fly. I told it what usually happens to my luggage. Usually my luggage ends up breaking or cracking. And I told it how much weight I put in there. So I said, scour the internet and find what is the absolute best luggage that I can use that's gonna last me the longest. And it picked this as its #1 choice. It gave me like 5 choices. It said this is the one it mostly recommends, so I'm gonna give it a shot. I just bought it. So let's take a close-up look and we'll look at all the cool details and features of this Traveler's Choice luggage. The first thing that I noticed is that it looks very cool. And sometimes you have a design on one side, but not on the other. This has the same kind of design on both sides. Now, what I tend to do to find my luggage easily all the way on the other side of the airport is I will get a stencil and I'm going to paint my last name in bright white all the way across here. And I'll do that on both sides. I do that with all of my luggage. Now let's look at the cool features. You get a lock and you can set your own code. So you can take your zippers, press them down, and it's TSA friendly. So TSA, if they need to, they can get access. They won't have to break open your bag or call you back up to the gate. The zippers are nice and big, easy to grab, and very smooth. Like, look how smooth that is. The handle here is a very nice handle and easy to pick up the bag here. You get another handle here on the side to lift up from here. I'll show you a close-up of those wheels. I think these wheels are some of the nicer wheels that I've ever seen on luggage. They're just, I mean, when I spin this, try to listen. There's almost no sound. So as you're going through the airport, you're not gonna be making much noise. If you gotta lift this up into your trunk, the bottom also has a little handle right here, making it super easy to load and unload. The extension handle has a button here and you just press and it comes up very easily, very nice and smooth. And from here, it's very easy to wheel this around. And that just, oh, it has different levels too. So if you're shorter, you can go to here. If you're taller, you can go to here. Or if you're really tall, you go to here. So everything's nice and compact. So let's open it up and look at the inside. For those longer trips, when you're having trouble closing your luggage, there is an extender with a really nice big zipper, which I really like. I kind of wish they had this zipper on everything. And this gives you just a little bit extra room. You can see it spreads open about that much, which is actually quite a bit. A lot of times I will load my luggage with this thing open, and once I get everything in and I get it closed, then I can usually still get that closed so I don't have to have it as loose. And some airlines will say, once that's open, it's too big. The luggage opens up like a book, and you have 2 different sides. This side here is very flat inside. The other side is not as flat. There are bumps here. Just keep that in mind. So if you're putting something that needs to be flat, like a box, which I do for my job, I need to put that over here because this is flat. I don't want to put it on top of those ridges. You get a lot of different storage compartments inside. So you have these bags here where you can put dirty clothes or towels. This comes apart and now you can put your luggage inside here. You have a storage compartment over here for smaller items, which is great. And then over on this side, you have more zippers. So there's a zippered area up here, and then you have another one here, which is not vented. So maybe you could, that would be the one to put dirty clothes in so it's not exposed to the rest of your clothes when you're flying home. And this whole thing will close, so I tend to I fill this up as much as I can, and then this zipper is going to hold everything in place, and then I pack up the other side and it flips shut like this. I'm impressed with this thing. It's really nice. Coming from someone who has owned basically every single brand of luggage that you can think of, been doing the same job of traveling like this for 26 years, so I've gone through a ton of luggage. My first impression of this is that it's amazing, and I'm excited to take this on my next trip. If you're looking for some fantastic luggage, I definitely highly recommend this. And if you'd like to grab one of these, there is a link in the description below. Please do me a favor, hit like on this video and subscribe to my channel. That means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching this video.